I decided that we are gonna go to one of my favorite hiking spots today. It's gonna be more of a chill type of video. Because I've been putting this off for quite a while and I feel like I just don't want to bring my tripod out. It's gonna be all handheld today and we're gonna go take a walk.
Feel so holy, 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 holy. Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. Can't wait another second. It's the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. Feel so holy.
So I really want to talk about that last month and that full moon that we had. So yeah, last month was not a fun month for me. It was one of those, it was a low wave. That was what it was. That's what I'm gonna call it. The full moon came around and literally the day after I felt so much better. Like it was like a one-day thing. I don't know if it was just the timing that coincided with it. I think I just got fed up. Like I don't always totally pay attention to like the moon cycles, and I was just like, oh, whatever, there's a full moon tonight. And I just happened to do a releasing ceremony like either that same day or the day after, because I was just fed up with the energy. I'm over this. I'm over feeling so apathetic about everything. And so I did a ceremony for myself. Tears were shed, ugly crying happened, and then like I felt so much better within 2 days of the moon and doing that. And it felt like if you've ever been in the ocean and there's a really big wave coming and you kind of have to like hop up with it, and then as it passes by it just drops you down if it's a really tall or really big wave. That's exactly what it happened. That's like exactly what it felt like. It felt like I was in this really, really heavy wave, and then as soon as that last week of April came around, it just dropped me down and I felt so much better. I just was like, that was, if I knew I would feel better after the full moon, I would not have been so frustrated with myself that whole month. It wasn't a fun month, but you know what? Life ebbs and flows, and it was definitely one of those time periods where it felt like my passion had gone out, and it felt like, you know, I just didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to do readings. I didn't want to post anything. I didn't want to share anything. I didn't want to respond to anybody. You know that phrase, filling up your own cup? And it's like, make sure that your own cup is full before you serve others with it. My cup didn't even have 2 drops for myself in it. Like that's how tired I was. I didn't have energy for anything. Like I didn't even have energy to do one thing a day. I was just so apathetic. Fast forward, I'm feeling so much better now, and almost immediately afterwards I began to realize what wasn't working for me in everything that I was doing. And it was important that literally everything just turned off for me, like my passion and my motivation and my will to grow and to do anything, because it made me realize what wasn't working for me. And what wasn't working for me was the way that I was scheduling everything out, the way that I was moving forward with everything, and the kind of content that I was putting out. And I am a huge believer in ever-changing growth, and that you should always be trying something new. And I think I was starting to get really comfortable with a certain idea of what I was supposed to be putting out and who I was supposed to be behind the camera. And at the core of everything that I put out is to be authentic, and is to just show myself as truly as I possibly can. It's kind of like, you know, when you grow too comfortable with a certain thing or with a certain way of being, then you miss out on all the other opportunities to show yourself in a different way. Anyways, the point of this whole thing is that I'm just going to be making some changes in terms of my scheduling and in terms of kind of content that I put out. It's still mostly going to be the same spiritual journey type of stuff. Maybe less of like teaching and more so just being myself and less sitting behind a tripod, because I really like this more fluid way of doing things, and I think it just really highlights, you know, like anything can happen while I'm out here. And with a tripod, I'm just kind of stationary and doing the one thing. But when I'm walking around, I can catch so many new things for you guys. And I think that that's really what I want to portray moving forward, at least for this next season, until the next change hops around. So let's shift gears. Also, while we're on the topic of readings, I do want to mention that those will be opening back up with a few different changes that I've decided I was going to make. Thank you to this low period that I went through. The wait time is going to increase anywhere from like a week to 2 weeks from the point that you book. And that's just to allow me to have a little bit more free time in my schedule so that I can also have time to, you know, create content and shoot videos and also be able to go on hikes and do my own self-care. Normally what I would be doing is someone books with me and I would try to get them in like within 7 days of them coming to me. And it was getting really stressful and I was starting to get really anxious about, you know, when am I going to have time to do everything? And so now I'm just putting it out there that whenever you book a reading with me, just be prepared to wait anywhere from like up to 14 days. And I'm putting that out there so that I at least have peace of mind that that information is there and you know it. And it's also in the description box of everything that I put up in my Etsy shop. So just letting y'all know. I really want you guys to see the ocean. It is so nice. And I know that I keep mentioning like I don't really know exactly where the channel is supposed to be going. And honestly, at this point, I'm just following the flow. And the flow told me today, go for a walk, bring your camera, do not sit in one area and record. I just feel really lighthearted and the energy's a lot lighter and I just need to do something with that. This is probably going to be a pretty short video. I don't know. I just felt like I needed to post it. I just felt like I needed to give a little update and show you guys. I'm still here. Still here, still here. There's something else that's kind of been hanging over my head that I feel like I just need to say and that I feel like I just need to talk about because this has a lot to do with, you know, that question of what is this channel meant to become? Like, where am I supposed to be taking this? And it has a lot to do with me subconsciously trying to fit a mold of what I think a spiritual channel or a spiritual YouTuber is supposed to look like. Which, again, like, thank you, Low Wave, for allowing me to see what wasn't working for me. Is that I'm just going to be totally honest here. You know, when I first began going on YouTube looking for answers when I was going through my awakening, and all the people who I watched on YouTube at that time were not what I am on YouTube right now. You know, those people, and this is not to bash anybody, this is just the honest truth, is that the people who I watched all gave me this idea that, you know, to be spiritual on YouTube, you need to have a soothing voice. You need to speak slowly. You need to have eloquent words, how to, you know, talk about all these higher ideals and all these philosophies, and you have to have like the most beautiful cards, and you have to know, you know, the tarot system, and you know, wear like super light and flowy clothes and have a beautiful backdrop and yada yada yada. Even to this day, like, I still keep thinking that I need to be that, and it's just, I'm not that. You know, like, I don't have a super soft, flowy voice. To be honest, like, my delivery style is very erratic, and I think it will always be that way. And I can't always have my nails done because literally, like, every other day I'm digging in my backyard, planting flowers or pulling weeds. And I love doing that, you know, it's just a superficial thing. And it's like, you know, I don't have a setup where I can have that kind of ambiance, you know. That's why I take you guys outside, and I feel like it almost feels wrong to shoot indoors now because it's like, this is really so much of what this channel is about, is just, oh my gosh, hold on, I'm like getting emotional right now. is just like embracing the you, even if it's different. And not trying to fit the mold of what you think success is supposed to look like. Oh my god, am I really getting emotional about this right now? Did I just make a breakthrough? Anywho, I just really want to thank all the people who are really just going to stick through this, like all the way through, even if it's not always readings, even if it's not always teachings, even if it's not always me delivering some kind of spiritual woo to you. I'm honestly just super grateful. Even for the opportunity just to show like who I am. See, I told you this full moon is still, it's still working me. I will see you in the next one. Bye.